Good morning, students. Now we will discuss about the second part of algebra. So till now we have discussed about parallelogram theorem, we have discussed about the direction cosines, and we have seen how the parallelogram law used to describe the resultant vector and what are the angles and directions formed by the resultant with respect to the horizontal or with respect to the second vector, horizontal vector and the second vector available in the parallelogram. So here we will see in further from that point. So see, we have done addition of two vector. A vector was there and B vector was there. Both were making some angle with respect to each other, theta, and then we have applied a parallelogram and we have seen the resultant. So actually, what we have to do in the addition. So keep in mind, for any vector we used to have this head. This we call it as a head, and this we call it as a tail. So if we want to add two vectors, so always keep in mind one vector, if it is like this a vector, then other vector has to be like this. Like this means head of first vector should be connected to tail of second vector, then only you are doing a vector plus b vector. Okay, now the question used to come, okay, we have calculated a vector and b vector like this, theta was there, and we have calculated the resultant vector, that was a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, correct? Okay, this we have done. Now what if the we want to subtract two vectors? So I want a vector minus b vector. So and a vector and b vector has been given like this. So in that case, what we have to do, we cannot do subtraction just like that. So we have to do like this. Actually, we are subtracting, but by making addition only. So a vector plus of minus b vector. Okay, so the thing is we have to change the vector from b to minus b. So how to change a vector from positive to negative? So keep in mind, if one vector is like this is b vector and this is positive, so if you want to make it negative, then what you have to do, you have to just reverse it by 180-degree. Okay, so you have to just reverse it by 180-degree, so you are changing its direction, so direction will change to negative. Okay, so if this was the case for a vector plus b vector, so if you want to do subtraction of two vector, then a vector will remain as it is, and actually your b vector was like this, now your b vector will become like this. Okay, so your b vector has come like this, so now it is minus b vector. So what is the angle between these two vectors? So actually angle will change to this one. Okay, so angle will change to this one. So similar, you have to follow similar things, you have to follow while doing the subtraction. Okay, now the next point is multiplication of two vector. Multiplication of two vectors. See, multiplication of two vectors are possible by two ways. I will write it here only. One, we call it as a dot product. One, we call it as a cross product. So product or multiplication of two vector is possible by two ways. Let we are having two vectors, a vector and b vector. Okay, so if we want to make dot product of these two, so we will represent it like this, a vector dot b vector. And if you want to do cross product, then it will be a vector cross b vector. Okay, so the a vector dot b vector used to be given like this, modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector cos theta. What is that? Cos theta. And a cross b will be given as a vector modulus b vector modulus sine theta, and we write it as last n cap. Okay, I'll tell you what is this n cap. So this is your dot product, this is your cross product. Okay, so you see, whenever you are making dot product, what we are taking a vector magnitude, b vector magnitude, and we are taking cos theta of the angle, where theta is the angle. Theta is the angle between a vector and b vector. Theta is the angle between a vector and b vector. So we are taking cos theta, but we are not doing any n cap and all. But in case of a cross b, see what we are doing, we are doing a vector mod b vector sine theta n cap. So what is this n cap actually? So n cap is the unit vector. Actually it is a direction, it is a unit vector. Why unit vector? Because it is not having any magnitude, only direction is there, so that is why we call it as a unit vector. Unit vector. And what will be its direction? So its a direction will be perpendicular to a vector and b vector. So its direction is going to be perpendicular to A vector and B vector. So whatever two vectors are available with us, then their cross product will be this quantity with some direction. So definitely quantity with direction means a vector quantity. So cross product used to give a vector quantity. Okay, so cross product of any two vector will be a vector quantity, and dot product, you see, it is a scalar quantity. So dot product used to provide a scalar quantity, not a vector, but cross product used to provide a vector quantity. Clear? Now just you see the physical representation. Let's suppose this is your A vector and this is your B vector. Now, what are the two possible directions are available for the perpendicular? See, one can be inside the screen, another can be just outside the screen. These two directions only are possible that will make perpendicular to A vector and B vector both at a time. Okay. Now the question used to come which direction we should choose. So for this case, your right hand thumb rule used to come. Right hand thumb rule. So what is this actually? What you have to do, you have to take your right hand and just put your fingers in the direction of first vector. Means you are taking A vector as a first vector. So A cross B, if you are taking you are taking A vector as a first vector. So you put your fingers in the direction of A vector and try to curl the finger towards the B vector, means second vector. Then your direction of thumb. So in that case, direction of thumb is outside the screen. So direction of thumb will provide the direction of the cross product. Clear? So if you are doing A cross B, in this case, your direction of thumb is outside the screen. Okay, so this will be the direction of cross product. So if you are doing B cross A, then your thumb will be moving from B to A. Okay, so your thumb will be moving from sorry your fingers will be moving from B to A. So in that case, your direction of the thumb will be inside the screen. So now your direction is inside the screen in case of B cross A. So you see, in case of A cross B, if you are doing, your direction was different, and B cross A, your direction is different. So that's what we used to say, A cross B is never equal to B cross A, because their magnitude may be equal but their directions are different. Okay, so A cross B and B cross A we have seen. So next case is, let's suppose there is no angle available between these two vectors. So what to do? Let's suppose A vector is available something like, I will write okay, let's suppose I plus 2j, and B vector is available something like, I will write 2i plus j. Okay, k is not available here, no issue. If we want A vector dot B vector, so what we have to do? Actually we have to do I plus 2j dot with 2i plus j. So if you do the dot product, then 2i will be multiplied with I. So you see what will happen, 2 multiplied by I dot I plus 4 I dot j plus I dot j plus 2 times of j dot j. See, actually these are my coordinate axes. This is I, this is j, this is k. So if I am doing multiply with I and I, it means I dot I, and we know mod of I cos theta will there. So theta is the angle between two vectors. So I theta will make 0 degree. Okay, so this will have value as 1, and magnitude of these two vectors will be 1 only. So its product will be 1. Okay, now what about I dot j? If I am doing multiplication with ij or jk, then what will happen? See, if I am doing I dot j, it means mod of I mod of j cos theta. So here theta is 90 degree and cos 90 is nothing but 0. So the product will be 0. So keep in mind, I dot I is equals to j dot j is equals to k dot k will be 1, and I dot j is equals to j dot k is equals to k dot I will be 0 always. Okay, so perpendicular two vectors if are there, then dot product will be 0. If collinear vectors are there, then vector will be 1. So in that case, my output will come, I dot I will become 1. So 2, this will become 0, this will become 0 plus 2. So answer will be 4. So dot product answer will be 4 because it is a scalar quantity. And just now we have seen dot product of two vector is always a scalar quantity. Clear? Now if we want to calculate the cross product, so cross product means a vector is something like this only. So I will take this one only. So a vector again it is I plus 2j, and b vector again it is 2i plus j only. So in that case, if you do a vector cross b vector, so better to do by using matrix, or I can say determinant. So I, j, k, you write it in the first row, you write the element coefficient in this row, a vector 1, 2 and 0, and this will be 2, 1 and 0. Now you solve this determinant. So you know, if you solve this determinant, what you have to do, I will be 2 multiplied by 0, 1 multiplied by 0, so 0 minus 0, minus of j, so it will be 1 multiplied by 0, 2 multiplied by 0, again 0, plus k, 1 multiplied by 1 minus 2 multiplied by 2, so 1 minus 4, so it will give minus 3k only, minus 3k vector. So you can see again, if I am doing just 1 by 1, then I plus 2j, 2i plus j is equals to cross product. You see, I will make cross product with I. So actually I cross with I, if it will do, actually there will be 0-degree angle between these two. So cross product will be 0 because cross product used to give sine theta. So angle between these two is 0, so it will be 0. When 2i will make cross product with 2j, so what will happen? 4 times of j cross I. When j with j will be 0, and when I will do with the j, then I cross j, this will be there. See, when I, j, k, and this type of condition is there, when I do cross multiplication with j, answer will come as k. When j will do cross multiplication with k, answer will come I. When k will do cross multiplication with I, answer will j. So j is making cross multiplication with I. So we are moving just opposite to the direction. So it will be minus sign of 4k plus I will doing multiplication with j, so it will be k only, positive. So your answer will be minus 3k. That's what we have got earlier also. Okay, so this is what we say for a dot product and cross product. So cross product you can do by individual also, or cross product you can do by using this matrix method. Okay, now next most important topic is equality of two vectors. Now you see we are having two vectors, a vectors and b vectors. Now the question used to come whether two vectors are equal or not. Okay, so in that case itself, if you see, if I want modulus of a vector means magnitude, it will be square root of 1 square plus 2 square. So it will come as square root of 5. And if I do b vector, then what will be coming? 2 vector, b vector modulus will be 2 square plus 1, that will be again square root of 5. See, mod of a vector is equals to mod of b vector, no doubt. Okay, but this only thing will not decide equality of two vectors. Okay, equality of two vectors will not be decided on the basis of the magnitude itself. Then on what basis it will be decided? It will be decided on the basis of its magnitude as well as direction. So if I want to calculate the direction of a vector, then it is nothing but the unit vector of a. Okay, so unit vector of a will be a vector divided by mod a vector. So its direction will come as I plus 2j divided by square root of 5, and b vector unit vector will come as 2i plus j divided by square root of 5. As the unit vector of two vectors are different, so like this we can say two vector can be equal only and only if their direction as well as magnitude, direction and magnitude both are same. then only you can say the equality of two vectors hold. Okay, so always keep in mind whenever we have to comment about the equality of two vectors, so we have to think about the direction as well as their magnitude. So in the vector algebra only this thing used to come. In next part we will try to discuss about the projection. One remaining point is there, projection of a vector on the another vector, so that we will discuss. Thank you.